You may not have used a dashcam yourself, but you've almost certainly seen one in action. Historically, these were quite expensive, and so most people didn't bother with them. However, recently this has changed, and prices have come down. And a really good example of that is Yi's Mini dash camera. The Mini is Yi's latest addition to their range of 5 dashcams. It costs just $45 US, which is incredibly affordable for a dashcam and is also one of the lowest priced in Yi's range. It comes with a micro USB cable, a car power socket adapter, and a user manual. Now, it does require a micro SD card, but it doesn't come with one included, so you will need to purchase your own. The Mini dash camera has a 140-degree ultra wide angle lens, which is great for capturing everything that's going on around you. Most dash cams have a pretty standard kind of look and design, and this one is no different. Now, where it does stand out is that it's very different to Yi's other dash cams that look a lot more like rectangular GoPros than they do dash cameras. The Mini is designed to make it look more compact and less obtrusive. All you need to do is just mount it behind your rearview mirror and you won't notice it at all. It does have a small internal battery, but that is only for use in emergency recordings. For all other functions, it needs to be plugged into the micro USB power. Now, most cars don't send power to their lighter socket unless it's on. So when you turn the car on, the camera will come on, and when you shut the car down, the camera will shut down. Now, it's important to note that not every single car acts in the same way. So make sure you understand the behavior of your car before you leave it plugged in and let it drain the battery. When you first boot the device, it'll ask you to download the Yi Smartphone Companion app. The smartphone allows you to wirelessly connect to the camera even when it's in situ in your car. This is great because it means that you can download and view the images that are already on there and adjust any settings without having to use the camera directly. The app and the camera connect wirelessly using a local Wi-Fi connection. Now, if you've ever used an action cam like a GoPro or something like that, then you'll be familiar with how this works. It just sets up a local connection between the two devices so they can talk to each other. Once you've done the initial pairing of the device and got it all set up and ready to go, then on the back of the device is a 3M sticky pad which you use to attach it to your windscreen. What's important to note here is that a lot of other dash cams come with a separate mount. The Yi Mini is designed to just be mounted once and in one place only. So once it's stuck there, it won't be possible for you to take it off and then place it back again. So the Yi Mini dash camera uses something called loop recording. This means that instead of you having to manually delete all the files that are on there when the SD card gets full, it simply starts overwriting them. So it means that you don't actually have to put any input in unless you want to save a file. This is true in all situations except when it detects an emergency collision. The Mini has the ability to do collision detection. It uses an integrated G sensor to then activate emergency recordings, which means that it records just before and just after the event itself. Now, this isn't affected by the loop recording, where it continually overwrites each other, as it stores them in a separate place so they can't be touched or modified. The only exception to this, obviously, is if you choose to delete them manually, but in the course of things, they won't be deleted. The device has a 2-inch LCD screen with 4 hardware buttons for navigation. Now, while you can do everything directly on the camera, the smartphone app is probably the best way to go. It's much easier and you have access to all the same settings and you can see the videos and do all the same things that you can on the camera itself. You can choose to either have your recordings in 1920 by 1080 or in 1280 by 720, but both of these record at 30 frames per second, and you can adjust it using the settings either on the smartphone app or on the device itself. The videos are recorded in either 1 or 3 minute segments, which again you can choose directly on the app. All the recordings are time-stamped with the exact time and date. One thing you won't get from the Mini is GPS coordinates or speedometer readings. One of the benefits of the smartphone app is that you can connect to the camera wirelessly and access all the photos and videos from there. My personal recommendation would be actually just to take the SD card out of the device and chuck it on your computer instead. I tried downloading a couple of files, including a 30-second video, and it took nearly 5 minutes to download. Now, obviously, this may differ depending on devices, etc., but it's probably just easier to do it on your computer. Now, its low light performance is actually pretty decent for such an affordable camera. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not ultra sharp, but you can make out every detail and that's all you really need. Overall then, should you buy the Yi Mini dash camera? Well, dash cams are a great investment. They help you record any accidents or incidents that happen while you're in the car, and this can save you a lot of money and time when trying to deal with insurance companies. The Yi Mini in particular is a great investment at just $45 US. It has pretty much all the features that you could ever need in a dashcam, minus GPS and speedometer readings, but the quality of the footage is great, it's very easy to use, and even has a very good smartphone app, which isn't always the case. Thanks very much for watching. For more tips, tricks and reviews, make sure to subscribe to Make Use Of, and for the full review, make sure to head over to the article linked in the description below. From all of us here at MakeUseOf.com, thanks very much for watching.